Welcome to the STACKERS 3.0 options trading system. This is a review of the system, so you can check out more information on this system if you're interested in purchasing this system. Now, this system is a cash flow options trading system. What does that mean? That means it was designed to present opportunities that have a certain frequency that can present itself together as a streaming number of trades that can turn into cash flow or potential cash flow. You always have to talk about potential and probability in trading, etc., etc. Not only for the disclaimer's sake, but just for the right mindset's sake in trading. You don't know the future. You're just taking a high probability bet into the future. So what you want to do is you want to think in that way because it works the best. And then you want to now focus on the higher probability trade. All right. So instead of flinging off on some emotional emotional spark of the moment, we now get strategic and figure out our entries beforehand. Just like if you're starting a business, if you all of a sudden one day got excited about a business idea and you just jumped right into it, and let's say it required a lot of signing of contracts and loans and commitments and a lot of cash, well, that may not be such a bright idea, right? Because if you haven't strategically planned for it, if you haven't looked to see if that location can even give you baseline traffic flow to your business, if you haven't even looked into the business concept to see that it is a consistent seller overall on average, well, then you're just totally throwing yourself out there, and that's a low probability bet. And in business and in trading, when you do those emotional fling ideas, those ideas that pop into your mind at the last second, if you've done much trading, those ideas that pop into your mind that are emotionally charged, that come to you before the close, for example, and all of a sudden you decide to fling on this position, and how often does that position win? It rarely wins, does it? So, for those of you who are struggling in your trading, please do understand that you can do way better, right? And you can do way better by being very strategic and ultimately systematic. Systematic is what? You have a set of rules and you simply do them. You figure out your strategy beforehand, put it to rules, and then you simply do it. Now, one of the problems that is out there in mass, that most people have, is that they try to have it all and then some. They don't. They go for 100% winning, and then they want 110% winning, which doesn't even exist, right? But it's just emotional goose chase, and so it's a form of fear mostly. I would say some would say greed, but I think it's a form of fear, probably more so. And so you just keep on keeping on wanting the better, and eventually years can go by and you do nothing. You're not compounding. You're not making any money. And that's a shame, right? Well, no more shames, no more wastes of time. It's time to look into putting a plan of action to work. Now, just because you trade a system, it doesn't mean you need to put your whole life savings into it. You can trade a system with the tiniest position there is. Why don't you look at learning these systems, practicing them, getting good at them on a demo account? You can go to Chicago Board Options Exchange and get a free demo account. They have a couple of them. And your broker should have one too, but you can just not even deal with all the paperwork. All right, if you don't have a brokerage account, go to cboe.com. So practice these systems. They could be absolutely huge for you. With options, you can take a small account. And if you trade systematically with proportional, intelligent, proper money management, which is position sizing, which you can tweak to a more ideal one over time. And that will be explained in our courses on Options Trading Authority. And if you're not on this site, there may be a link below. Maybe we put this on a different site, but you can come to optionstradingauthority.com and you can just look up this system. Now, this system is a very prolific one. There is a lot of opportunity. Let's go over to a performance sample. All right. And you can see here, Stackers 3.0. And you can see some of the verbiage on the sales page. Pop, pop, pop. And that's kind of the concept. We wanted frequency. We wanted the ability to be able to take a quick directional velocity magnetic type of move, whereas price is being magnetically drawn towards its goal. So we look to put on positions. We're not looking to make killings. We're looking to just take the hit, the profit hit. We're not looking to take the stop loss hit, but we have stop losses based on contingent orders. And so you can see here, and what we're doing is we're looking for bread and butter money, and that's where the big money is. And what has ended up happening is a very high winning percentage. Now, this is a very high winning percentage in terms of a solid system. There are systems that will show you the extremely high winning percentage, such as 90%, especially seeing binary options and Forex and that. I mean, first of all, you have to understand that either if there are real results, they may be optimized for a certain condition, a certain fragment of time, and it would only work in that time. This is a trading for a good living philosophy developed system, whereas we're looking to be able to trade in any market all the time because we need to trade it for a living, right? So understand that. And also you have to understand some people will just say anything and just to sell you something, right? So here, these are based on the system rules, and you'll be able to see once you have the system that these line up pretty well. Now, we will round things out sometimes just to kind of protect the system, but we wouldn't round up. We'd round down just to give it a most fair representation. Okay, so with 78% winning, that's really, really good for a solid system. And solid is what makes money. Solid is what compounds over time. Solid is what professionals look for. And so we can see here the trades as they go along. No guarantee to future returns. Could do better, could do worse, blah, blah, blah. Could do better some years, could do less some years, etc., etc. All right, so you can see these are in stock points. So you look to translate stock points to options points, and these usually happen pretty quick. A lot of these happen in one day. Some will take a few days, and we've set it as such so we can grab bread and butter moves. Give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. It's like a grocery store. You just, sell an item, sell an item, sell an item. Keep moving, turn it up, turn it over, and with a net profit, all right, a net average profit. And so when you can come out with points like this, that in a very solid way, we just wanted something we can go grab, okay? Just give me that money, right? So that's the approach to developing this system. I think a lot of you are really going to like this. I think everyone should have this in their arsenal and put it to work one way or another. And how long is it going to take you to trade it? What? Depends on how many stocks you're trading with options. 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes max a night. So if you're able to make this system work, then all of a sudden you're looking at a scenario where you can trade for a good living that can be compounded into potential immense wealth over time. Granted, this type of performance keeps up, which there's a high probability of that happening, in my opinion. So because of the solid price action approach of the development of this system. But if you were able to just be able to do this year after year, okay, and then compound this. I mean, of course, you have taxes in certain accounts. You don't have taxes in other accounts, right? Tax deferred accounts. And just imagine the potential, the compounding effect could be absolutely mind-blowing. So, but you're not going to get it unless you put it to work, unless you get the system, get good at it, and just put it to work. How long does it take to get good at? Well, it takes you, maybe 20, 30 minutes to learn the initial concept, and then you want to review it a couple more times, and then practice it historically, and then, just demo account, get used to it. It takes you, I don't know, a week or two maybe. Then you'll just get better and better over time, and then you may come up with your own ideas. It's a great thing about these systems here. They'll give you great fundamental concepts off of which you can get new ideas, all right, and then maybe tweak. Some of our students have tweaked our systems, usually making them worse, but they felt more comfortable with them, and they've gone on to a great success, all right. So that's about it. And if you want more information on Stackers 3.0, just come to the site and optionstradingauthority.com or whatever link we have below, and you can find out more information, contact us, etc., etc. If you're ready to go start taking action, then go click the Add to Cart button below, and I think you would be very wise to put this method to work. All right, thanks.